Well, as Donald Trump, as we mentioned and talked about, sits out the debate tonight, he is preparing to grab the spotlight again tomorrow, slated to turn himself in to authorities in Georgia to be arrested and processed. Meantime, the former president's former attorney, Rudy Giuliani, arrived at the Fulton County Jail this afternoon to be booked, and he spoke afterwards.
I'm being prosecuted for defending an American citizen who I do as a lawyer, and 5 other lawyers are indicted. That should tell you right away that this is an assault on our Constitution.
So far, 8 of Trump's co-defendants have been processed and released there in the state of Georgia. Around the table, back in the studio we go. The spectacle tonight, and then, oh, look at what happens. It's a Trump spectacle again tomorrow, which is what we've seen how this normally plays out over time.
Very shrewd, very smart, and Trump is going to, I don't know if he's going to dominate tonight. He might. He's going to dominate the week, though. By the end of the week, we're still going to be talking about Trump.
Yeah, absolutely. And Donald Trump is the best at anyone at gaining attention and sucking all the air out of the room. His campaign admits that their legal strategy is the same as their political strategy. So he's not at the debate tonight. He's going to, like you said, gain all the attention tomorrow. And what's really interesting about the debate tonight, when you look at recent polling, there's an NBC News poll, the Washington Post had some polling out today, that the only Republican candidates who are underwater among Republican voters are the ones who are attacking Donald Trump.
Like
you have
Christie,
Mike Pence,
Hurd,
and Hutchinson.
Yeah.
And so it's really fascinating how much Trump is still dominating this entire Republican primary despite his legal challenges.
On the legal front, what happens now? Because there are now 4 simultaneous cases at federal and state levels. We were like anticipating this moment, and here we are.
Right here on this show, actually. It's going to be a scheduling nightmare. The criminal justice system is not going to wait on politics or the presidential nomination. The judges, state and federal, may make some level of accommodation. But what is controlling Donald Trump right now, despite the political bravado, is this criminal justice system. And the weight of those 91 federal charges juxtaposed with winning the nomination or even continuing to run is going to be a huge heavyweight on his defense. And right now, every evening he's thinking about his liberty. He may be talking about the presidential politics and nomination, but it's a sugar high almost, because the criminal justice system is going to come down on him when these cases start to be tried in January, May of next year.
I think there was a no. Go for it, Denise.
I was just going to say, no matter how, this is why everyone still has some hope and is interested in watching this debate. I mean, there is a real possibility that Donald Trump could fall from even further from grace and could end up in a lot of legal trouble. And so I think everyone up there has to do what Sean Spicer said, which is they have to give their best shot and make their case to the American people. I wouldn't waste a second going after Donald Trump, because the criminal justice system will take care of that.
And he may not be there, as what you're saying. He may not be there through the primary process.
Headline in The Hill yesterday, quote, "Witness in Trump classified documents case retracted prior false testimony, DOJ, Department of Justice, says." Scott, the basis here is there was someone from Mar-a-Lago who was being represented by an attorney who represents the other co-defendants, and now there's a new attorney, and now they've retracted their testimony, and it's bad news, apparently, for Donald Trump. Explain why, and did Jack Smith essentially get someone to flip here?
Yes, he got someone to flip. The birds and co-defendants are the only 2 groups of people, if you can say bird is the people, that are singing right now, and you should be listening to what they're singing. Now, he's going to be subject to cross-examination by Trump's lawyers, defense lawyers, of course, but this is a huge win for Jack Smith, because he's got corroboration now and a witness that can point to the other 2 co-defendants and Donald Trump as a co-defendant as having tried to destroy and obstruct not only justice, but destroy evidence subsequent to getting a subpoena, a criminal subpoena. That is huge, and it's really bad evidence against Donald Trump and the other co-defendants in Jack's federal case in regard to the documents.
All right, so that's the Republican debate.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.